Sky Kings go to war, high above the trees, where the air is thin and the wind rules the land. A battle brews in the clouds. Two giants of the sky lock eyes across the horizon, one a fierce predator, the other a cold-blooded scavenger with a terrifying wingspan. And today, they're not sharing the sky. In one corner, we have the eagle, nature's airborne assassin. With razor-sharp talons, binocular vision, and dive speeds over 150 miles per hour, this bird doesn't just fly, it hunts like a missile. It's bold, territorial, and built to strike fast and hit hard. And in the other corner, say hello to the vulture, the ultimate survivor of the skies. It may not look as glamorous, but don't be fooled. With massive wings, steel stomach acid, and the ability to soar for hours without flapping, the vulture is a strategic sky monster. It doesn't hunt, but it knows how to outlast, outsoar, and outsmart. So here's the wild question: what happens when a precision predator meets a heavyweight glider? Does the eagle dominate with speed and claws, or does the vulture win with size, stamina, and a sky-high strategy? This is more than just feathers and wings, it's a full-blown aerial face-off between two very different kings of the sky. Let the battle begin. Physical stats, nature's winged warriors. Let's size up these aerial adversaries. This isn't just feathers and flapping wings, we're talking about biological engineering at its fiercest. Two birds, two designs, one sky. But only one can come out on top: the eagle, the aerial assassin. When you think of dominance in the sky, you think eagle. And not just any eagle. Let's take the bald eagle or the golden eagle, two of the most powerful raptors in the world. Wingspan, up to 7.5 feet. Weight, around 10 to 15 pounds. Top speed, over 150 miles per hour during a dive. Vision, 4 to 8 times sharper than a human's. Weapons, 2-inch talons like curved daggers, and a hooked beak built for tearing flesh. Eagles are aerial tacticians, built for high-speed ambushes and precision kills. Every part of their body screams hunter. They're compact, muscular, and deadly. Imagine a fighter jet with feathers. That's your eagle. The vulture, the ultimate soarer. Now meet the vulture, a bird that's built not to kill, but to outlast everything. Think of it as the sky's cleanup crew, but with the wingspan of a small car. Wingspan, up to 10 feet for the Indian condor or griffin vulture. Weight, 20 to 30 pounds. Top speed, not built for speed, built for gliding. Endurance, can soar for 6 hours without flapping. Defense, broad wings, strong neck muscles, and tough beak for tearing carcasses. Vultures aren't flashy. They're engineered for endurance, cruising the skies on thermal winds like sailboats in the sky. While eagles need to flap, vultures just glide, silent, slow, and patient. But don't let the calm exterior fool you. These birds are big, bold, and when provoked, they can fight dirty. A vulture won't win with speed, but with intimidating size, brute resistance, and surprisingly effective counterattacks. So let's break it down. The eagle is a sleek, fast, precision predator with deadly tools. The vulture is a heavyweight glider, slower but with massive reach and incredible stamina. One's a sword, the other, a sky tank with a beak. But what happens when these titans actually collide in combat? Let's find out in the next round. Tactics and behavior. Lifestyle and hunting behavior, speed versus strategy. Let's step out of the lab and into the sky, because this battle isn't just about biology. It's about how these birds live, hunt, survive, and dominate in their own unique way. The eagle, strike like lightning. The eagle doesn't just survive in the wild, it rules it. This bird is all about precision, power, and pride. Eagles are solitary hunters. They don't wait for opportunity, they create it. From hundreds of feet above the ground, they lock onto their prey, be it a rabbit, a snake, or even a young deer, and within seconds, they're in a full-speed dive. Their technique, a dive bomb assault, talons first, with the force of a falling rock and the aim of a sniper. Once the prey's in its grip, it's game over. Eagles are territorial, too. They'll fight intruders midair, flipping and spiraling in an aerial dogfight that's equal parts terrifying and majestic. When it comes to combat, eagles go all in. The vulture, master of the sky's patience game. Now, flip the script. The vulture isn't about the flashy kill, it's about outlasting every other competitor. These are the endurance champions of the bird world. Vultures don't hunt live prey. Instead, They rely on their unmatched ability to locate carcasses from miles away. They ride the wind, barely flapping, using thermals to stay aloft for hours with little energy. And while that may sound lazy, don't be fooled. Vultures are tactical opportunists. They'll wait, observe, and move in only when it's safe to feast, and when they land. They dominate the dinner table, often scaring away jackals, coyotes, and even smaller birds of prey. Some species, like the lappet-faced vulture, even lead the charge, tearing open tough hides so others can join the meal. In other words, they're not just freeloaders, they're power players. And yes, when threatened, a vulture will fight. With massive wings, nasty beaks, and surprisingly sharp claws, they'll go into full defense mode. They don't strike first, but when they do, they fight to stay airborne. So here's the matchup: eagle, the bold, fast, alpha hunter; ambush predator, precision striker; vulture, the patient tactician; endurance flyer, strategic survivor. Different philosophies, different weapons. But if these birds clash over territory, food, or dominance, who has the edge? Stick around, because next up we dive into weapons and defenses. And trust me, those talons and beaks are just getting started. Weapons and defense, talons, beaks, and sky armor. If you thought birds were fragile, think again. When it comes to sky battles, these two giants bring their own arsenal, crafted by millions of years of evolution and perfected for survival. This isn't just about flying, it's about dominating the skies. The eagle, weaponized precision. Let's talk about the eagle's primary weapon, its talons. Each foot comes equipped with 4 powerful claws, the rear one called the hallux acting like a grappling hook. With over 400 pounds of pressure per square inch, these talons are designed to pierce bone and crush windpipes. One grab from an eagle, and it's like being clutched by a living bear trap. Now add a razor-sharp beak, curved like a scythe, made to rip through flesh. This beak doesn't just kill, it disassembles. Combine those with lightweight, hollow bones, strong chest muscles, and lightning-fast reflexes, and you've got a stealth fighter with feathers. Defense: the eagle doesn't rely on armor, it avoids damage with speed, maneuverability, and raw aggression. In short, its best defense is a perfect defense. The vulture, bulky, brutal, built to endure. Now meet the vulture's toolkit, less flashy, but surprisingly effective. While its talons aren't built for grabbing live prey, they are sturdy and wide, ideal for holding down carcasses or fending off rivals at feeding sites. Don't forget, vultures often face off with other predators like hyenas and jackals. They know how to hold their ground. Its beak, it might not be as sleek as the eagle's, but it's serrated, tough, and strong enough to tear open rhino hide. In a close-range tussle, that kind of biting power is nothing to laugh at. And here's the wild card. Vultures have a built-in biological weapon: highly acidic stomachs and bacteria-coated beaks. One bite from a vulture might not just hurt, it could infect. As for defense, vultures are sky tanks. With broad wingspans, dense feathers, and high air control, they can soar out of reach or spread wide to intimidate. Their size alone often discourages conflict. Hypothetical showdown: who wins the sky battle? So here we are, 2 aerial giants, 1 battle for sky supremacy. It's time to imagine the unthinkable: what would actually happen if an eagle and a vulture clash for real? Let's set the scene. We're high above a mountain ridge. A fresh carcass lies below. The vulture gets there first, circling gracefully, preparing to feast. But suddenly, boom, an eagle dives in at full speed, talons out, wings slicing the air. The fight is on. The eagle strikes first. It's fast, aggressive, precise. A swoop, a slash, a piercing cry through the clouds. Its talons dig deep into the vulture's feathers, trying to push it off the carcass, or better yet, out of the sky. But the vulture isn't going down easy. It spreads its giant wings, makes itself look twice as big, and lashes out with that thick, serrated beak. One good bite, and the eagle could be dealing with a beak full of infection and pain. This is no quick brawl. It's a tactical standoff. Eagle's advantages: speed, agility, and killer talons. Ruthless in attack, strikes first, hits hard. Great at aerial surprise. Vulture's advantages: bigger, heavier, more durable. Great stamina, longer wingspan, wide defense. Can outlast and outmuscle in close quarters. But here's the twist: In a one-on-one ambush fight, the eagle has a solid chance, especially if it catches the vulture off guard. One well-placed dive, and its talons on target. However, in an extended duel, or a territorial squabble in wide-open skies, the vulture's sheer size, reach, and toughness could wear the eagle down, and if the eagle makes one wrong move, those massive wings and that iron beak can turn the tables quickly. Verdict: it's a draw. With conditions, in a high-speed ambush, the eagle may win. In a standoff or fight over food, the vulture might outlast it. But both birds would think twice before risking injury because in nature, a wounded wing means a death sentence. So maybe the true winner is the one that flies away. What do you think? Would the speed of the eagle win out, or would the vulture's power and patience steal the crown? Hit the comments and let the debate soar. Final verdict: who's the true king of the sky? So after the feathers settle and the wind dies down, only one question remains. Who really rules the skies, the deadly eagle or the indomitable vulture? Let's recap. The eagle is the fighter jet, fast, precise, and built for kill missions. The vulture is the cargo plane, massive, uncheckable, and impossible to outrun in endurance. But here's the truth: they're both kings in their own kingdoms. The eagle rules by fear, predators give it space. It's a master of ambush and a symbol of dominance. When you see an eagle, you know it's here to take something alive. The vulture rules by patience, it waits, it watches, and then wins by outlasting everything else. It's the cleaner of nature, the survivor, the strategist. It may not strike first, but it usually eats last. If this were a movie, the eagle would be the hero, flashy and bold. The vulture, the unexpected boss fight that refuses to go down. So, who's the true king? In terms of style and power, give it to the eagle. In terms of survival and dominance, the vulture wins by staying alive. But the real winner? Nature itself, for creating two totally different, totally incredible flying warriors. You don't always need to be the fastest or the fiercest to win. Sometimes, you just need to be the one still standing when the dust settles. So, eagle or vulture, drop your pick in the comments below. Let the great sky debate begin. Eagle versus vulture, a sky battle of legends. Who really rules the air?